Let's see if I can remember how to tie a tie by Will He Make It. Oh, is he gonna make it? Is he gonna choke on that tie? I don't know if I can just keep my collar as tight as it needs to be for this. Okay, so go over, go around, then come back under. That's it. It's easy. It's probably been a year since I wore a tie last. How can I remember these things? So today, on the Heaven's Metal Vodcast, what the heck are we going to talk about? We're going to review a new movie called King of Kings. Yeah, buddy. Here comes the big test, boy. Not getting a very good triangle there. There we go. Look at that. Got it made. I'm going to pull this down without having the collar completely buttoned. I guess it'll be really noticeable since that button's sticking out there, but hey, Heaven's Metal. Heaven's Metal's headed to your town. See, the postage rates went up. We're gonna come collect on your subscription because the last couple issues wasn't enough postage paid, so we're gonna come collect. Ha, just kidding. The King of Kings animated movie, a delightful movie for young and old. So, got my Monster I'm sipping on this morning, waking up. Wanted to review this new movie by Angel Studios, King of Kings. It's basically a story written by, or adapted from a book written by Charles Dickens. The movie starts off with Charles Dickens portraying the story of Scrooge on stage, and it's not going over so well because his rambunctious son is messing around backstage with his cat and playing around and disrupting him. And a side note, I thought of Paul Kupek, who has his own one-man musical called The Story of Scrooge that he put on with his original music. You need to check it out. I'll try to find a link or something to get some information here in this discussion. Anyway, so Charles Dickens has a dismal night at the theater doing The Story of Scrooge, and he comes home and his rambunctious son, who got into trouble, doesn't want to go to bed till he hears another story. So Charles Dickens, who actually in real life did write a book called The Life of Our Lord, wasn't published until after his death, but it was a story he wrote kind of tell his kids about Jesus. And so he resumes telling the story of the life of Jesus to his son. And so it's really cool. We see the story of Jesus, the King of Kings, through the eyes of a child. And it's an animated feature. I think it definitely belongs in the canon of religious films, you know, Christmas and Easter, movies about the story of Jesus. And it's funny because there's some superstars that do some voiceovers. Uma Thurman, the Kill Bill actress, she's Mrs. Dickens. Pierce Brosnan is Pontius Pilate. He's got a brief role. Good thing he doesn't sing. Forrest Whitaker plays Peter. And Mark Hamill does the voice of King Herod. Mark Hamill from the Star Wars fame, of course. We see the birth of Jesus. We see the implications of King Herod being jealous and wanting to kill all the babies born in and around Bethlehem at this time. And so we see Joseph have to take his family in the middle of the night to flee to Egypt. And it's kind of a tension-filled moment because the soldiers are kind of hot on their heels in this adaptation of the story. We see miracles of Jesus. We see him healing blind people. We see him casting demons out of somebody. And it's just a wonderful, delightful film that takes a look at the words and life of Jesus. And it's animated, and it's a lot of fun. So there's my review, King of Kings. Check it out. Seriously, it's animated, so you think it's a kid's film, and it's predominantly geared towards kids, but like a lot of animation today, there's some humor in it that's for the whole family, and it's really cool.
Rock stars on guard, caught in the fire.